Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Hey, we're here to talk about the clean economy. And will we surf it or be crushed? Because the world is in transition to a cleaner economy, right? Think about the transition from horses to cars. 1900 New York City, one car. 1913, all cars. That's what we're in the middle of, right? We're transitioning to a cleaner economy. So why? The answer's simple, right? We got heat, we got drought, we got fires, we got floods. Climate change is getting worse. That is driving climate policies and climate tech. These things are feeding on each other. And what's happening is it's driving the cost of clean down and dirty up. And the only question is how steep the slopes and how soon clean becomes cheaper, right? Will it take a while or will it accelerate? And my prediction is going to be much sooner than later. Because you need to think about computers, not cars, right? In 1956, it was $100 trillion for a terabyte of data. That's less than $100. So what was true yesterday will not be true tomorrow. So if you think about cars and batteries, battery prices have already fallen over 97% over the last 30 years. They're projected to fall by another 40%. Is that going to happen to your gas-powered vehicle? EVs are going to be cheap to buy as gas-powered vehicles, and they're already cheaper to operate today. So if you think about the past, you're missing the fact that everything's changing really quick. And wind and solar are already the cheapest forms of electricity in the world, right? And they're getting more efficient and cheaper. So the costs for clean are dropping, and they're growing for dirty. California has new laws around reporting. There's new laws in the EU. You're going to be paying more for shipping. There's all sorts of things that are going to be happening. And ultimately, dirty will be cleansed from the global economy. Look at cars. China is planning on banning cars by 2040, California by 2035. You have bans planned for gas-powered vehicles around the world. So even if the United States didn't do anything, the rest of the world is, and we export to them. So the change will impact companies and countries even more than transition from mainframe to PCs to Microsoft and IBM, right? Think of IBM as the fossil fuels. They're the legacy. Things that are based on fossil fuels is a legacy technology. Microsoft is the world of clean, right? Right now it's smaller, but it's growing much faster, and it's going to get much bigger than fossil fuels. And so the question, should you invest in the future or the past? Because we invest in fossil fuel-based technologies, right, they're going to be boat anchors that weigh you down. And since China invested much earlier and heavier in clean tech economy, they're currently the Microsoft, and US and Europe are the IBM trying to catch up, right? They dominate in terms of number of sales, as well as having the largest manufacturer of EVs, and they have a stranglehold on the solar market. So if you claim to love this country, you better embrace the clean economy, because we're at risk of having our clocks cleaned by China, who has such a head start. Because I want us to be Microsoft, not IBM, right? Just 3 years after posting the biggest profit ever, they posted the worst loss in US history. So if you looked at IBM back then, you couldn't imagine a future where Microsoft would be bigger. But just a few years later, right, they were losing money because PCs were eating their lunch. And that's what's happening with the cleaner economy. It's growing fast, and it's going to take out the fossil fuel economy much quicker than you expect. So if you want to be Microsoft and not IBM, give me a call. I can help you calculate your emissions, profitably cut emissions, define your sustainability strategy, communicate strategy and result, develop new product offerings. I have 25 years of product management experience, taken dozens of products to market. I can help you educate your staff. You name it, give me a call, and I'm happy to help you as you transition to the clean economy and surf it instead of being crushed. Thanks a lot.